Hi YouTube, it's your girl Davina Love back with another video, and I'm so excited today to share with you one of my favorite shows from back in the day. We all know it, we all loved it. Charm! Oh yes, oh yes, how much do we love Charm? It brings back so many good memories, and then I still cry to this day in the episode where Prue dies, and then the next couple days when Piper is having such a hard time getting through her passing. It's heart-wrenching. And to know that now Shannon has cancer, it went in remission, it came back, and she's having a hard time with it right now with the whole virus thing. It's just so sad. And I love her so much. Even though she was a villain, hey, even on 90210 she was a villain, but who isn't want to be internally the real villain? I mean, for her to actually live that life, I idolize that. Because I'm always been walked on my whole life. But anyways, we're charming it up today with the Charm palette. I saw this palette for the first time on Rich Lux's channel when he got it in PR. It came very well packaged and in a very thick stock box for it to be just this size, the size of my face kind of thing. And it has the colors on the back and the colors on the inside. There's no mirror, but they did something beautiful with it. They put the sisters on there. They're gorgeous, the original cast. I mean, I know they revamped it. It wasn't my cup of tea. This is my Charm family. This is the original sisters, and these are the colors. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, my light isn't doing it justice, big time, but we're gonna swatch this whole palette. Oh yeah. And we're going to start with the first color, Coal, going to Prue and Balthazar. Coal, Prue, and Balthazar. And soft and pretty. Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah, they're very pigmented. This is from an indie brand. It came from, before we get too far into our swatches, let me wipe my hand off, came from Sonia Look. You can, and then it's like hashtag Sonia Look. It came with a card, and it says tag your it. And it's just telling me to tag myself on the look on Sonia Look's Instagram, and that's her, the founder, Sonia, beautiful young lady. So you can find, and I got the palette. I pre-ordered it last month. It didn't say anything. I'm sorry. And they weren't supposed to send them out until the last week of April, which I got it today, so that's close to the last week of April. And then $39 for the palette, and you get 3, 6, 9, 12 colors. It's not bad. We spent more on less, okay? This is Power of 3, Leo, Phoebe, because you know she was always a cutesy poo one. Love me some Phoebe. Melissa Milano, yeah. And then we got Paul Hallowell, Piper, Wyatt, and Chris. Oh, the babies. Oh, when Phoebe had her babies, and they did the, you know, getting them grown up. I love that part. So this is Hallowell. This is Piper. Piper's babies. I'm sorry, not Phoebe's babies. Piper's babies is Chris and Wyatt, and this is Chris and Wyatt. Beautiful. So excited. And I'm sad too, all at the same time, so I'm going to let you know why. You're going to be like, Jovina, come on now, girl. So, here's the last colors. Page, White Lighter, and Blessed Be, Page, White Lighter, and Blessed Be. Blessed Be is a nice, they're all kind of shimmery except for Phoebe. So we have 3 mattes, which is Page, Cole, and Balthazar. And everybody else is a shimmer. But that is beautiful. But yes, I have the Book of Shadows. And I got it for Christmas, 2017 from my mom. Beautiful, big book. You remember the show, how they had that book in their attic? It's full of the DVDs of all the seasons. And boy, I have not broken that out. Never touched it. I keep it locked in its plastic. And that's why I'm like sad and happy at the same time, because I'm going to create a couple looks with this. And then it's going in the bowl. Because it's just too beautiful to ruin. I don't think I can ever see it hitting pan. But that's not the thrill of makeup. I'll have to do a reality check later. You guys have to help me out with that. Because who doesn't need a reality check every once in a while? That's the collector and me getting stupid. Okay, so I've been reaching for some primer. So we can do a look with this. There she go. My MAC primer pad. Yes, yes, yes. I figured I would do this with a brush today just to see if I can see the pan when I do it. No seeing pan, but still, you know, got that good dent in there. Anyways, how's everybody doing this Monday? Homeschooling? Planning dinner for the week? Since this came in the mail, I've just been stuck, staring at it, not really wanting to, I don't know. I just had that whole, kind of want to say it's a depression hold, and memories started flowing in on how much I enjoyed the show and who I joined it with. And this was every morning, I would say for the whole 7 years that this was on, it was on in my house. I lived with my grandparents, and my grandmother had it on in the living room and in the kitchen, in her bedroom. She woke up to WB, I believe it was, on at the time, or TNT, and she had it on, and you could hear it echo through the whole house, and sometimes it would be creepy, because they would talk and, you know, be a second behind each other, and the kids would laugh about it. I would laugh about it with my friends, how every room, even my bedroom, she wanted it on my bedroom. So when she'd walk through to my bedroom, which came from inside the kitchen to go towards the back patio, which we covered so that she wouldn't have to walk around the backyard and through the garage to get to the back patio. She could just straightly walk through my bedroom. She wanted it on, you know, so she wouldn't miss a moment while she was cleaning and moving and grooving. And I really, I miss her bleach and her, it was a stinky Amway product she used to use, but I miss that smell. It's been a minute since, but now I have actually not played any charm in my house in the last 5 years since my grandmother has passed. She raised me. I call her mom. I call her Ma. Not mom, M-A, just Ma. I set my paint pot because it looked really greasy on my eyes, so very sticky, with some Vacay powder and my big blush, my big puff. Let me know if you guys use these puffs and want to know how to clean them. I have no problem. I have a couple of them. I have no problem because Hank and Henry just came out with a bunch of them, and I know that since Tati's came out, everyone's got their way of cleaning hers. We've got our makeup wipes, our magic erasers, but these things, if you don't wash them properly, it will tatter, it will tear. And I've had, this one is a MAC one, and I've had it for a long time, and it's really about the soap that you use and the technique that you use to not tear it up. Just saying. That's just my personal, I want to say my personal opinion, but honestly, I've talked to people at the Chanel counter and the Estee Lauder counter about how to maintain the brushes, and every brush is different, but the one thing they all say about the same thing is to not let the soap and water get soaked into your chamber, because that's where you can get mold and mildew and way more bacteria that you can't take care of. So let's see. I am dying to mess with Balthazar. I mean, I want him all over my body. This is, I mean, that was my man. Cole. Oh! When he was on Nip Tuck, he was nasty. But I liked him nasty. But he was nasty. So that was the late night. But in the daytime, that man made my teeth sweat. You ever have that where you have to swallow a couple times when you look at somebody so handsome? Yes. So let's put that in the crease and start working that in, working him in, you know. I'm losing my mind here. You do not want to know my embarrassing sex life. It's atrocious. I've been single so much, and it's my own personal thing, I guess, because when I did have company, they're more like friends with benefits. But boyfriends were a lot of work. And I didn't want that affecting my kids. So each child is 10 years apart. It takes how long to get pregnant? About 15 minutes. That's how long the relationship lasted. And then each one has a different, but you know, they were once my friend with the benefit. So it's cool. You know, it is what it is. And now that I've moved to this new town after my mother passed, my grandmother passed, I have not looked back at any of them. I don't even call them for, text them for holidays, and I used to do that every year, their birthdays, happy birthdays, and send them cards. But since I've been here in this town for the last 6 years, ain't nobody sent me a card. Ain't nobody sent me an obituary from people that I've lost that have either committed suicide or died suddenly. If we were all such good friends, you know, and I got your child. But it's all good, you know. It is what it is. I'm a very stern Virgo, and it don't matter. But to have my fantasy boyfriend like Cole, whew. And Dean from Supernatural, now that's another show that Aaron has started, Aaron Spelling, you know, he was into a little bit of the Supernatural too, because he did the 90210, and then he did Charm, and a couple of other ones in the revamps before he passed. And Lord, Dean Winchester, I mean, I know you've seen some of my tattoos already. There's right here, my bracelet with all my charms from Supernatural, the gun, the, you know, I'm a big Supernatural fan. Now, Charm, I'm a big fan, but because of my connection and emotional ties to it, I could not put any tattoos of it on me. I don't know why. Look at that. It blends nice. It did not blend like, I'm used to it getting a little clumpy right here because of my, the wrinkles in my eye just being aged. But no, you just build it up. I don't want it to be too dark. I just want it to be sexy dark, you know. Something to wear over my mask, where they're not looking at my baby sharks on my mask the whole time. Because I made my mask with little baby sharks on it. And people always want to comment on it, which is fine, but I want you to say how pretty my whole face looks, not just how my eyes look, or how my mask looks. So that's it for that color. We're done with, let's end with him. Oh, let's see. I think I should be so wicked. I'm so wicked. And do something backwards. And we're going to go with Power 3. No, because it was darker. Blessed Be, which is the lightest one. No, Hallowell is the lightest one. No, White Light is the lightest one. But I'm going to go with Blessed Be, which is like a rosy, pretty rosy color. And it picks up good on the brush. That's good when you pick up a color like that. And let's check the... Not too much at all. Let's see, and we're going to tap that all over here to highlight this part of the eye. I don't know if I want to go super dramatic with it, or just a little. Don't know yet. But I do know that that's a nice bright color to highlight the front. I know it's my weird technique that I just kind of, it's like my go-to way of doing my eye. Look, put a little brightness there, and then we'll put white lighter on the brow bone. Yeah, because that's way brighter. Just sweep that across, take off some of that color, because it really stuck to it. And that's weird. That's not weird, but that's good that a shimmer picked up as good as it did and did not fall out all over crazy. You guys seen that the dust wasn't that crazy and still gave me a good payoff. Alright, so let's get a stiffer brush because I want to be precise with, you know what, just because we can, I'm going to do Chris and Wyatt. Just like take that burgundy and make it pop a blue right on the lid. Okay, Chris and Wyatt is not coming on. It's on the brush, but it's not coming off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get me a little in here, get me a lot on the brush, and spray it. There we go. They also, this company also did like that SpongeBob palette that I seen that on their website, and I also seen that they had the Grease palette, the Friends palette, that they were the ones who did it, and they're quite expensive. A lot of their best sellers are at the $50 mark. And I don't know, especially when I don't know you like this, you know, not like I can take you back to Ulta and I can't take you back to Sephora, you know, I can't say, you know, it was nice to try you and then you were garbage, like my Cardi, I got the ABH Cardi Bible palette, and it's beautiful. Oh, is it beautiful? But the fallout made the palette garbage. It made it garbage. The fallout was ridiculous. I had gave somebody's bad fairy boyfriend some head, and it was just horrible. I love the way this just popped. So bright. I'm just patting a little dryness of it on there. Definitely, I feel that I would need I'm already making a mess with it. Oh, but I want to make sure it worked before I actually, showed it off to my daughter or my son. Because if I do use it, they know I won't use it, but I do want to use it. Maybe they'll get me another one for Mother's Day. Cross my fingers and my toes. But I have one child that, like, she sees, and my daughter knows what I want or what I need, and my son, my eldest son, knows what I like and stays on that theme. So he knows I love Supernatural, so he gets me things Supernatural, phone case, glasses, things like that. But since Hot Topic is closed, I don't know. I feel this would be great right here with just some liner, and maybe I want to brighten up the inner corner just a little, and that's it. It did kind of put the blue Chris and Wyatt on a little hard pan right here, using it with the wet brush. That's the boohoo that I have for that. But I think right there, to brighten up that inner corner, I want to just be cheeky and use Phoebe. Because that's our girl, Alyssa Milano. Not too bad. Definitely feel that I would need another palette for this, something to brighten it up, maybe a darker brown, matte, a couple of matte browns before I would have put on Kohl again. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on my half mark on my face, and I will be back with the lashes on, and we'll do the smoke out the bottom. Okay, so now I have Kiss Magnetic Lashes on today. And what I did, it had to happen. I used their adhesive. Okay, so it comes with their own adhesive, and the lashes that I use are Tantalized. And I had to clip them, half a magnet in the front and half a magnet in the back. I'm really trying every day to learn how to put on these lashes so they aren't weighing me down or whatever, so I don't look like a boo-boo the fool, and I'm not gluing them to myself. And I watched a few tutorials on this product. Now, the biggest hint that they gave us that I didn't even see it on the little description was that you need up to 3 coats of their liner, and it needs to dry before you attempt to put on your lashes. You don't want to put them on while it's still tacky or wet, because it won't stick. It'll just take it and come right off. You want it to be completely dry, and it worked beautifully. And I didn't use any extra eyeliner. I just used theirs because I didn't want to add too many coats of things underneath the adhesive, so I wouldn't lose it. Now, I did half my face, so I've got my brows, cheeks. I wanted to use a little more of Balthazar because I love that color. So I used Balthazar and a mixture of Piper as my blush. I use Kohl on my brows because my hair is burgundy. And on the bottom, I figured let's lighten it with the green from Leo, which is that turquoise green, so I don't close my eyes off to being very closed off. Get our friendly sponger, and I have a feeling we're going to have to wet this, but I'm going to try it without wetting it. And the way I'm going to do that is by using a very sticky liner to tap it onto. So I'm going to use my Urban Decay 24/7, and I'm going to tight line, and then when it's on the bottom waterline, I'll stimple Leo on the liner. The only reason I'm doing that is because if I had a white liner, that would probably been better. But most affordable, cheap white liners, or affordable liners, or even cheap liners, they're all really hard, white liners. But even though these are really soft, they don't stay long, which is fine too. It does do its job when you want to do this. So I don't find that to be a problem. So I'm going to put that right on the line. Yeah. See how it brightened my eye up a little bit? My son has a contagious laugh. Okay. There we go. I just want to smudge that out a little bit, give it a little bit of color on the bottom. I wanted to use as many colors as I could in this palette without making it look like mud, and I'm so happy I did. Did a really nice job. They impressed me. I'm definitely going to tag this. If you guys really liked what you seen, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, join the family, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of this look. Do you plan on getting this palette? All the colors, I've rubbed my arm so many times, they're still there. They're not moving like that. They're not just tearing off and acting a fool. There's some shimmer transfer, but the color transfer, I definitely approve this palette. And thank you, Rich Lux, for showing it off, because I only seen pictures of it, but never where to get it. And now that I know where I was able to get it, and you had to pre-order it, I love it. I love it. And I have to have it. And I'm wearing it perfect with my mask makeup, so you guys have a wonderful, blessed, and fantastic day, and get charmed.